proceed from there. Unmute yourself, then talk.
Okay.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, my name is Godson Namdi. Okay, some of
Godson.
my takeaway from the class last week, we look at the definition of graphic design, and we were told that it's a creative process that combines art and technology to communicate ideas. And a graphic designer is also known as a visual creator. We'll look at the various elements of graphic designs. So these are referred to as the fundamental component of a design component.
Thank you, Namdi. Can you have another person?
Color, shape, texture. Yes, sir. All right, sir.
Thank you, Namdi. Another person.
Good morning, sir. So
Good
what
morning.
my name is Zanas. What I took away from last class was just the qualities a designer should have to be able to communicate, to be able to identify bad designs, and also white space. I learned a lot about white space and allowing your design to breathe.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you. Another person. Can you have another person?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. My name is
Right.
Olamide. Last class, I learned why graphic designs, what graphic design, like, what's graphic design? Like, color, the shapes, the habit of the graphic designer, something like that.
Thank you very much. I think with that being said, I can now assume that you really learned a lot from the last class. So also, let's just dive in. So let me just share what I have here. Let me share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So for today, we'll be talking briefly, strictly on color psychology. That is all the things you have to know regarding colors. What is color psychology? Why color psychology is very important? The basic colors and their combo, some color palettes, and also the color scheme. That is colors that work well together. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Awesome. Awesome. So the first thing we have here is what is color psychology? I told you in our last class that it is very, very important for you to know how to blend colors together, what colors to use for a particular project. When you are designing a logo, when you are designing a banner, those are the things you have to take note of because color is very, very important and crucial. You can decide whether your design will be very good or very bad. It is a very significant factor you have to consider whenever you want to embark on any design project. So with that being said, let's just go to the meaning of color psychology. So color psychology is the study of colors in relation to human behavior. It aims to determine how color affects our day-to-day decisions. Color plays an important role on how a brand is perceived, whether you are a fashion brand trying to connect to a youthful audience or a medical supply store trying to strengthen customer trust. And also, I said earlier that color is very important. At times, as a particular thing I normally do, whenever I go to a place, maybe I want to go and buy something, the branding of that product can make me be attracted to such a product because maybe the color they use or the font they use, the things they put together to make that design very good. So at times, those helps me in deciding which particular product to go with. Maybe this one is well branded and the other is not well branded. So that's how far color can go when deciding a particular structure. So going forward, we have what is color psychology. The study of color in relation to human behavior. Okay, this is almost similar. So does the color of a dress compel us to purchase? Do the colors of a package make us choose one brand over another? Does the color of an icon makes also more likely to click on it. So all the answer to this question is a big yes. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome, awesome. So color meanings can have an impact on why you prefer certain colors over others. The same color can also have different meanings that are dependent on our upbringing, our gender, location, values, and variety. In our last class, I told you that whenever you are embarking on a design project, you have to make your research very well. Your research has to be very solid because you don't know what that color means for them over there. You understand? So going forward, you have why is color psychology very important? Color evokes a feeling, it incites emotion. Choosing the right color for your marketing effort can be okay. I said that earlier on. By using color strategically for your marketing efforts, you can get your audience to see what you want them to see and help them perceive you the way you aim to be perceived. For example, now a particular brand using a gold color. So naturally that brand will perceive a feeling of all this feeling of quality and elegance. So that's how far color is very, very important. So why is color okay? Colors can be used by designers to communicate the intentions of their clients to potential customers. Okay. And going forward, we have okay. So the first color psychology behavior is red. So I told you in our last class that red is a very energetic color. It's a very powerful color. So it should be used sparingly. So marketing colors like red can capture attention. The red color means associated with excitement, passion, danger, energy, and action. So you will see some designs. Whenever you see them, then maybe you want to grab your attention. They are mostly this red color is mostly used for maybe a warning signal on a particular design. And it depends on how that designer wants to use it. And also, you might have noticed that some brands use red for other now buttons or for their packaging as a way to stand out on the shelf. In color psychology, red is the most intense color. That is, it can provoke the strongest emotions. Also, red can also trigger danger, so you want to use them sparingly. And finally, red is the iconic color used for brands like Coca-Cola and YouTube. The color red tends to encourage appetite, and hence why brands like Coca-Cola use it often in branding. As you already know that red is the color our tomatoes, the red pepper we normally consume, they are all red in color. So that's why they said over here that it encourages appetite. So you see people like YouTube using it, big brands like McDonald's using it, CNN using it, KFC using it, Virgin Airways using it, Levi's using it, Canon. These are top brands that use red as their primary colors. So that being said, I now move to the next color, which is orange color. So orange color represents creativity, adventure, enthusiasm, success, and balance. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Yes,
can.
I can hear
Yes,
you,
we can
sir.
hear you.
Yes,
Awesome.
we can.
So despite its attracting color, it's not as commanding as color red. It's not as bright and sharp as color red. So this coloring is a blend of, let's say, yellow and red. So it tends to take some of the characteristics of yellow and some of the characteristics of red together. So many marketers still use the color for call to actions or areas on a particular website when they want to draw the title. For example, now this orange color now can stand out. For example, let me show you a particular design. Show you a design. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. Look at this design now. Look at this particular design now. You can see I'm using coloring here because I want them to see this top support. This help and support is the most important. That is, it carries more. It is the most important because it carries more emphasis. Thank you, Benjamin. So that's why I use orange here. So that being said, so despite it, okay, I said that orange color meaning shines through in logos like Nickelodeon and Home Depot. So here we have top brands that use orange. We have Fanta, we have Puma, the Home Depot, Tutor, Talking and Donuts, Timberland, Amazon. You can see Amazon uses red. So and also Mastercard uses some shade of red. Then also we have yellow. Yellow is the primary color, that is, it sits between orange and color green. Basically, we have three primary colors, which are yellow, red, and blue. So these are the primary colors. So all other colors aside this color, they are secondary or tertiary colors. That is, they are deduced from this their parents' color. So in color psychology, yellow revolves around sunshine. It evokes feelings of happiness, positivity, and optimism. As you know that yellow is the color of sunshine. Yeah, because anywhere you go, you tend to see sunshine. And also when people dream of driving a Ferrari, the luxury brand is associated with this feeling of happiness, summer, and carefree lifestyle. And also, yellow fosters positive way of thinking as well as test of knowledge. So they believe that yellow is associated with knowledge. So that's why in some designs we see some people using bulb. I call this light bulb. So that light bulb simply denotes knowledge. So I want to show you some stuff. As you go online and search for, let me just put knowledge there. Let me put knowledge there. As you come to this, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your
Can you guys
screen.
see my screen? So as you come to the tab for images here, you can see light bulb almost everywhere. I see all these yellow signals, all these light bulb, you can see knowledge, this yellow bulb. So that's why I said knowledge is associated, yellow is associated with knowledge. People use that to connect. Yeah, so its creativeness focuses on mental aspects. It inspires new ways of thinking and acting. So these are top brands that use yellow as their primary colors. We have CAT, we have Nikon, we have Dennis, Sunships, and the like. So going forward, the next one is pink color psychology. As we all know, pink is a calming color associated with love, kindness, and femininity. At times, when you put on a pink top, people tend to tell me that why am I putting on pink color, because pink is associated with girls. I think girls should wear more of pink, which I think should not be true because it's my personal preference of wearing pink color. That does not concern me. I should put on whatever I should put on. But that's just how the community is. They believe that pink is more girlish and the like. Sha. So pink is a popular color for brands that primarily serve a female audience. Color psychology, pink's color meaning revolves around femininity, playfulness, immaturity, and unconditional love. Many people immediately associate the color with all things feminine and girly. It might also bring to mind romance and holiday suitors romanticize it. And also this pink too denotes love too, like I said, unconditional love. So you have people like Victoria's Secret, Barbie, Do Not King, the women's blah, 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 using pink as their primary colors. So going forward, you have green color psychology. Green is a soothing and relaxing color. It enhances stability and endurance. It is most often associated with growth and renewal. As you all know that our trees, our plants, they are all green in color. So they believe that anything green comes with nature, that it comes natural. So in color psychology, green is highly connected to nature, growth, fertility, health, and generosity. which are some of the basic meanings of green. Then also, aside the positive meaning of this particular green, it also has some negative meaning, which will also be considered because that's why research is very, very important. Whenever you want to start with it. Can you see here now? The color meaning for green also carries some negative associations such as envy. If you are in the health or fitness niche, you might choose to add more green to your online store. So darker hues, that is shades of hue. That shades is just that when you add a particular color, let's say a solid color green now. So shades of green will be when you add black to that solid color. That's when you have shades and other versions of green. So shades of green like dark green now connotes darker hues of green carry more negative connotations. While lighter shades, that is when you add white to the solid color, mostly represent positive ones. So too much green or wrong shades of green can evoke the sense of stagnation and isolation. So this is the negative types of color green, that is the darker shades of green. It evoke the sense of stagnation and isolation. So these are top brands that use green as their primary color. We have Spotify, we have Land Rover, we have TikTok, and that. So the next one is blue color psychology. In color psychology, blue. Are you still following? Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Okay. In color psychology, blue color meaning ties closely to the sea and the sky. That is, they are associated with the color of the sea and the sky. And you all know that wherever you go, automatically you find sky is almost everywhere. Then same thing for sea too. Sea is almost everywhere. So it connotes stability, harmony, peace, calm, and trust are just some of the feelings it evokes. So conversely, blue also carries some negative color meanings such as depression and can also bring about sense of coldness. So we have brands like Facebook, Twitter, and Skype, which uses blue as their primary colors. And also retailers like Walmart and Oral use the color. The blue in the Walmart logo can help position the brand as trustworthy, reliable, and relaxing. That is, whatever it is you can find everywhere is automatically should be the people to be able to trust that particular brand. So that's why people like top brands like Skype, Ford, Unilever, Samsung, or Avi and the likes uses blue as their primary color. And also you have purple color psychology. Purple is the royal color. The color meaning of for purple is connected to power, nobility, luxury, wisdom, and spirituality. So you have to avoid using the color too much, as can cause feelings such as frustration. Some perceive it as you use the color too much, as you use too much of purple. People see it as too much as arrogance. Yeah. The different shades of purple have different spiritual meanings. For instance, light purple are associated with light-hearted, while darker shades can represent sadness and frustration. So in some parts of Europe, purple is associated with death and mourning. Can you imagine that? For example, now let's say that particular your client is from this particular part of Europe, and you are using purple as one of the colors for such a client. What do you think will happen? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
We can
we
hear
can
you,
hear you,
sir.
sir.
So what do you think will happen using purple for that particular client?
Apparently, he or she will reject it.
Definitely. So that's why research is very, very important. And also, in this part of the world, like this Nigeria or maybe Africa, I don't know for Africa, but I'm very sure of Nigeria. Which color do you think is associated with death among that? If I should put on that particular color, it naturally means I'm mourning someone or I'm mourning the death of someone. Which color do you think comes to mind?
Black.
Black, black.
Having black.
Awesome. 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 Black is the color. If I should put on black now, people will generally accept that maybe I'm mourning or maybe someone close to me. I just want something like that. So that's why color psychology is very, very important. So in the US, the Purple Heart is one of the highest honors for bravery in the military service. The award originally called the Badge of Military Merit. It was created in 1782. So they are trying to tell us that in the US, this color represents courage and bravery. So by the right hand side, we have top brands that use purple as their primary color. We have Yahoo, we have Allmark, we have Cadbury on the left. And also we have black color psychology. Black is a popular color in retail. In color psychology, black's color meaning is symbolic of mystery, power, elegance, and sophistication. That's why you hear people say black is beautiful. Yes, say black is beautiful, and also black is very, very beautiful. In contrast, the color meaning can also evoke emotions such as sadness and anger. Many fashion retailers have used black in their logos. So black is also popular color for text. Okay, black is also a popular color for text because it is an easy color to read. So you mostly find people using black text all over your interfaces because the contrast ratio is very high. So we have brands like Nike, Puma, Adidas. You can see mostly all these fashion top brands like Nike, Adidas, Puma, they use black because of its elegance and sophistication. So going forward, you have white color psychology. White is almost everywhere. In color psychology, white showcases innocence, goodness, cleanness, and humility. Likewise, in some parts of the world, white has opposite meaning. The color meaning for white also has negative sides, where it symbolizes sterility and coldness. White is the color Adidas uses in their marketing. The top brands, many brands that have white as a central color tends to pair it with black or gray. So automatically we use black as a primary color. Black tends to work well with white and gray. So with that being said, so we now proceed to some misconceptions around the psychology of color. Even though color psychology has been studied and analyzed for many years, if you go online now, you start seeing some people that started research on these particular colors. Actually, that does not really matter because the thing is, you just have to understand what works and how this color combines with the meaning of this color. That's just the main thing. Because once you go online, you start seeing some articles on different people that have made some research on color psychology. But the question is, why are there so many misconceptions about the psychology of color and its meaning? So one of the reasons is because when it comes to psychology of color, there are many variables you have to consider. Variables like there's a chance that different people perceive colors differently. The way I see a color possibly will not be the same way you see that color. Then also how you perceive a certain color may have a lot to do with your personal preference. Then also experiences in the past, that the things you've experienced that particular color, your cultural differences, your gender differences, and so on. For example, as a guy now, I might prefer a color like black, while a particular girl would like pink. Do you understand? So that's based on gender differences. Likewise, you can see a guy going for pink instead of black. So it depends. So these are just the misconceptions around the color. Why some people use a color instead of the other. So these are the things you have to take note of. It's very, very important. So going forward, you have okay. I have here, please note, don't just suggest colors for any design project you are working on, but make your research because some of these colors have negative connotations, which might be very, very detrimental. Then finally, for color psychology, I'll briefly discuss the basic colors like primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Then the color scheme, that is colors that combine well together. As if you use this particular color, maybe it's go with that color. So that's what I'll be talking on next. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So the
Yes,
first one
yes,
here
sir.
is primary color. I said you have three basic primary colors. You have yellow, blue, then red. These colors they are primary colors because all other colors are gotten from these colors. They are the parent colors. So the reasons The reason these three are known as primary colors is due to the fact that you can't get them by mixing any other color. They are the basic, they are the parent colors. That is, we have red, yellow, and blue. And also we have secondary colors. Secondary colors are green, purple, and orange. So you get this secondary color by mixing two primary colors together. For example, now you get the orange where you mix the yellow plus red. So let me try to show you that. Let me go to corridor. Let me go to corridor. So let's say the yellow plus red. We have orange. Let's say this is yellow. Can you just see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Yes, we
sir.
can.
Okay. This is the yellow, then this is the red. They are trying to tell us that as you combine these colors together, I have something like orange, something like this. So let's start from, let's pick yellow. So I will add red to this particular. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, we
So
can.
Yeah.
I will add red for this particular color. I will hold Ctrl, then I will tap on this red color simultaneously. Can you see my cursor? I'm on red now. So my
Yes, we
hand is
can.
on Ctrl. So as you tap on it, can you see the progression?
Yes, sir.
Can you see? So you finally have orange. Can you see what I'm talking about? So if you continue tapping on red, automatically you have red as the final color. So the next one is as you combine blue plus red, you have purple. Blue and red, you have a purple. Let's try to do that. Let me change this to blue. Let me change this to blue. And let me change this to blue and red. You have
Blue
purple.
and red.
Okay. We have something like this. Let's start from blue. Okay. Let's start from blue. So as you tap on it, I will tap on red simultaneously. My hand is on control. I'll tap on this red. Can you see? Can you see the
Yes.
progression? Can you see? So you definitely have a purple. You definitely have a purple. Can you see? This is a purple. Then also for the last one, which is green. If you combine yellow plus blue, you have a green. So let's try to do that. See. Let me change this to yellow. And let me change this to blue. Yes. So we have something like this. We have something like this. So let me start from yellow. I will tap on this blue continuously. Can you see? Can you see the progression? Can you see the color changes?
Yes.
So you have a green. You have green. So that's just this. Secondary colors, you combine two primary colors to get secondary colors. For primary colors, they are the parent colors. That is, you can never combine two other colors to get any primary colors. So going forward, we have tertiary colors. Tertiary colors are blue, green. Tertiary colors are blue, green, yellow, green, red, orange, red, purple, blue, purple, and yellow, orange. If you notice that we have three primary colors and we have three secondary colors. But for tertiary colors, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tertiary colors. So their names are personalized as steel, chartreuse, vermilion, magenta, violet, and amber. So to get tertiary colors, you have to mix a primary color and the other. So going forward, with that being said, that takes us to our next topic, which is color scheme. So color scheme is basically two colors that you can combine together that will work well for a particular project you are working on. So the first color scheme is monochromatic color scheme. From there, monochromatic, from the word mono, literally means one. That is a single color. So all of that shades. Can
We
you hear
can't
me?
see the screen. Well, I don't know if you're
That's
sure.
my screen.
No, I can't see it. I don't know if it's the same for everyone.
Yeah, we can see it.
We
Yeah,
can't see
same
your
for
screen.
me
We
too.
can't see it.
Can't see a
All right,
screen,
all
yeah,
right,
sure.
all right. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen
No,
now?
I
Not
still
yet.
I
can't
said,
see.
okay.
Okay.
I said color scheme are sets of colors that works well together. As when you are embarking on a particular project, you have to first decide the colors you are using for that project. But at times, you just have to keep on experimenting for you to get a particular color scheme you'll be using. Then as I keep on checking, maybe if I should use this, use that, till you get the one you are going with. So the first one here is monochromatic color scheme. From the word mono means one. So all other colors you get from that color scheme, that is, they are either shades or tints or tones of that same color. Are you following? So it starts like, let me try to show you something now. For example, now, you know that, can you guys see my screen? So
Yes.
this
Yes,
is
sir.
Yes, we
yellow.
can.
Yes, we can.
This is yellow. I should change it to a darker version of yellow, that is a shade of yellow, something like this. Something like this. This is a darker version of yellow. So this is a darker version of yellow. So I have to get all other colors from this yellow. I can just drag in like this. So all these colors now, you can see the progression. All these colors, they are monochromatic colors. They are all gotten from this particular color, which is yellow. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So the others, so aside from monochromatic color scheme, we also have analogous color scheme. The color scheme using colors next to each other on the color wheel, that is, you can see this color wheel now. This particular orange, red, and another color. These are analogous color scheme. The top brands that use this particular scheme is MasterCard. You can see it here. We use three colors next to each other on the color wheel. So the next one is complementary color scheme. A color scheme using colors opposite each other on the color wheel. That is, you either have a green and a red together, that is a blue, or orange together, a yellow and purple together. You can see example of brands that use this particular color scheme in 7 Up. They use a blend of green and red. And that green and red is an opposite side on the color wheel, which is, you can see it, you have a complementary and you have a primary and a green is a secondary color, a primary color like red, combined with a secondary color like green to have this particular color scheme. Can you guys do hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Alright, we also have split complementary color scheme. A color scheme using one color and the colors on either side of its complements. Can you see here? You have a blue. This is blue. Blue is opposite of red, orange. Then also using a split complement, which is green, opposite to each other,
Okay.
which is green. You have a combination of green, blue, and red, orange. As you can see in Fanta here, you use something like orange, a dark blue. You use something like orange, dark blue, and shades of green. Do you understand? You have key examples of split complementary red, blue, and dark green. So any band you see using this particular color scheme is using a split complementary color scheme. We also have charge and tetradic color scheme. Triad color scheme using three colors equal distance from each other on the color. You can see that this charge is almost similar to split complementary, but just that this charge is using colors at equal distance, just like a triangle, but all the sides are equal distance. You can see the color combination. You have orange, purple, then green. So stuff like that. Then also Tetradic color scheme uses 4 colors, just like a rectangle. Yeah, you can see it here. The rectangle is doing that. So these are color combinations. So example of bands that use this particular color scheme is Ogakin. You can see a red here, orange, and a dark blue. This is a Triad color scheme. And also, I'll talk on color theory terms. Some things you have to notice when you talk about colors. You have tints, you have tones, so you have shades. When you combine solid color plus white, that's when you have tints of that particular color. Whenever you mix a solid color plus gray, you have the tone of that particular color. Whenever you mix a solid color with pure black, that's when you have shades of that color. So let me try to show you that here. Let's go to corridor. Let's see, I want to pick a color like orange now. Click onto G. Let me add black to this. So I can just press Ctrl then click on black simultaneously. Can you see? Can you see the progression? This is the shade of. So let me get all of that shades. Can you see the difference now? So these colors, they are shades of orange because I added black to the entire color compared to something like this. But you add white to this. Let me create another palette. So this is orange. Let me add white to this particular orange. So I'll press Ctrl and write something else. We have something like, let me create another blend. So can you see the difference now? So this one I added black to this, but here I added white to this. So this is shades of orange, while this is tints of orange. Are you guys following me? Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So whenever you add white to color, you have tints. White to a solid color, you have tints. You add gray to it, you have tints. So whenever you add black to a solid color, you have shades. So therefore, so I think that's all for this class. Do you guys have any questions? Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yes, sir,
We
we
can hear you,
can.
sir.
So do you guys have any questions for me?
Yes, I have questions, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Concerning this, maybe like fintech design also. So, what color can you advise us to use it?
Concerning what?
The fintech design or Web3 design, I mean. So, what are
Okay.
the advanced colors?
What are the words? I can't hear you.
If you actually maybe you want to do design for maybe a Web3 project, what are the
Okay.
advice? What are the advanced colors?
Okay, that actually depends because some projects differ. Depends on what your clients want. But I think you can use any color literally, but just try to reach out to that client, ask him any color preference the person has in mind. If no other color, if the person does not have any color in mind, you can just go ahead with a blend of blue. Can we use depends on what works. Even orange, you can use orange, you can use blue. You can use any particular color scheme, but mostly blue is very, very is the most common and the likes of purple. And at times too, you see some Web3 websites using some fountain fill that is blend of one color with the other. So once you know how to combine colors together, you should be able to do well with that. Is your question answered?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're going on that question.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I have a question. So I remember you were talking about if we're looking at the color pink, that is mostly feminine. So are you saying that let's say if we want to choose a color for the Web3, for example, we know that blue, for example, is mostly it's used for the guys. Guys usually use blue. So are you saying that the audience matters the color we choose, or is it better to concentrate on the psychology of the color instead of the audience? I don't know if you understand my
Definitely,
question.
definitely the audience matters. It won't be appropriate for you to use a pink color for a website or for a Web3 products. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Know your target audience. And after knowing your target audience, then now reach out to that client, asking what he or she wants for that particular product. But at times, you get to find out that blue and all that solid colors are being used instead of pink for
yeah,
website designs. Yeah, do you understand now? Is that
yeah,
clarified?
yeah, it does. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
Uh, any other question? So, guys, I have a task for you. So, this task, just see it as a ticket or a pass to our next class. Do you understand? So, you can just send me a mail, document your assignment, send it to my mail. I'll go through it and I'll give you feedback regarding your assignment submitted. So the first one is identify three top brands that use this complementary color scheme. Differentiate between split complementary and triad color scheme. Then also give some color combos, some color you think works well for split complementary, the colors that I think works well for triad color scheme. Then finally, as a graphic designer, now to be specific, let's say you're a brand designer. We had to design a logo for a fashion business. So we have two scenarios here. The client provided a brief with no preferred color choice. But while discussing with him, he wants a blend of purple together with burgundy for the project. And also in both cases, what will be your approach as a designer? Then what color choice would you recommend? And give your reasons for that particular color choice. So is this class very clear or what? Do you understand the task?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You understand it.
Awesome. Let's
Yes,
start.
sir.
Go ahead. You're raising your hand.
So I wanted to ask, is it possible for us to ask you a question out of today's class?
Let me hear the question first. Go
Okay.
ahead with the question.
I don't know. I'm having a bit of conflict when we because of one of the tasks we had to do with the branding and the logo concept. I don't know, is it the graphic designers that are supposed to focus on the branding and the logo concept, or is it the branding team identity that's supposed to focus on the branding and the logo concept?
Actually, it depends on the scale, the team, the number of people you have on deck, the size of that particular team. At times, you see some graphic designer doing the job of brand designer. You see some brand identity guys doing the job of graphic designer. So for some big tech, for some big firms now, they have some specialized fields like all these graphics separately aside from the brand identity. So I think your graphic designer guys should be able to work on that. Or your brand identity guys should be able to work on that. And also possibly too, you can even take it on. There's nothing bad in it. Is that yeah, answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's actually a serious question.
Yes,
Seriously
you did.
speaking.
Yes, man. Yes, man. At times, you be the one doing the job of a brand designer, you be the one doing the job of a graphic designer. Even though you are regarded as a product designer, you have to do it all together. So that's how things work. Because for some big companies now, they have these specialized fields separately. You understand? Once they have a tax, you just assign them for those people. But it should be something you'll be able to take on now. That should not be a big deal for you. Yeah, I guess so, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
now
have a
it's just
question, sir.
different. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, like as Esther said, it will be a bit not what we thought today actually. Concerning, I know we discussed it, but concerning fonts. So how possibly the font related as you talk of color? Did you have anything
Okay.
of font to font?
Can you come again? Come again, repeat yourself, please.
Yes, as you talk of color, like
Okay,
purple, what are attribute to purple and other colors? Does that
okay.
actually the same thing to fonts?
Okay, I think next class we'll be talking on fonts. That's the thing I do with colors. Let me show you guys something. I do something with colors. Whenever I want to start in a particular project, I'll just go online. I use a particular website. I use colors. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we are.
So I use this particular site. So I'll just come and I'll click on start the generator. So you can see different colors here. If I want to change this color now, I'll just tap this particular place. Select the color I want. So like I told you earlier, you just have to keep on experimenting. You don't know the color that will work well for you. But if you have a particular palette in mind, a particular color in mind, just pick any color.
Yes.
Can change it. Yeah, you have five color combination. I need this one. I want to remove it. Just click on this. Click on this. Especially if you want to use three, I can just go with this three. This I can change this three here. To blue. So just I change this one to something. So I can now export these three colors. Just come in. So I will click on this particular export palette. Export it as image. Let me come. I'll just name it Affix. This palette. So it will be exported as a JPEG. As see PNG here. Just drag it to my project. Just drag it over here. So can I see the colors cover? So from here now, I can now pick this color for the project I'm working on. So do you guys understand? Do you understand?
Yes, we do.
And yeah.
So are you clear with the task? Do you understand the task too?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Excuse me, please.
Awesome.
I
So
have
I'll
a
be
question.
expecting. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
there like a format? Is there a necessary format for the submission?
Yeah, you can just document everything in PDF. PDF is
O-
the appropriate.
Okay.
Just document everything in PDF and send it to my mail. I'll send this particular file to the channel. I'll send this document, this presentation to the channel. So you can just copy my mail from there and submit your assignments.
I have
So like
another
I said, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. As a
Go ahead,
practicing designer already,
go ahead, go
when
ahead.
we were talking about the color psychology, you said some
Okay.
colors, maybe based on culture or region, although they might mean positivity to some people, they might also mean negativity in some sense. That is to the
Yeah,
audience. So, as
yeah.
a practicing designer, like, how do you go about it? I mean, do you have to just like keep on researching, like to like find out what is wrong with this, or is there like a way you go about it, just like detect if this color actually work for this brand or if it doesn't?
Like I said earlier on, for you to pick a particular color, you just have to keep on testing. Do you understand? So there are some scenarios, maybe you have some particular color you want to use for the project. Like this particular designer. So I know that I'm using this particular color, this orange, then this blue, this green, this orange green under me. So we have two colors here. Do you understand? So whereas there's a particular project now, I don't know the particular color I'll use for that project. So I just have to keep on testing various colors. As long as I know that this particular color blends well with the other. So that's just what we have to know. Know the colors that work well together with each other. For you to be able to combine colors. Okay.
Alright.
Is that question answered?
Not fully. What I'm saying
Yeah,
is
answered.
about
Okay.
the psychology part. I mean the not like the colors are blend. I mean the
Okay.
meaning of colors to people.
Yeah, for example, now I said for a third band now, you can decide
Yes.
to use something like blue. Do you understand? Because people see blue as a common color they use for all these tech films. And also for some luxury films, you can decide to use something like black, something like gold. Do you understand? Something like amber for such a
Alright.
brand. Do you understand? So you have to understand that psychology first before embarking on that project. Do you understand? Know your target audience, know who the design is for. Do you understand? And also, I said that there will be some times maybe your clients or your boss will recommend some colors for you. You just have to go ahead with it. Then whenever you know that this particular color does not work with you, you can now reach out to such person, such client that use this particular color, use that. Then telling that person why that person should use that color. Is that understood? Is that answer your question?
Alright.
Welcome, Esther. Any other question?
Yes. Okay. I
Yes, sir.
will. I will
Okay.
try to add something to the
Guys,
question that the last speaker said. So for me,
guys,
there's
guys.
a Chrome extension that you can install if you're having issues with colors. So for any website you go to, you can always check out the colors that they use on that particular website. So I would just recommend like Color Picker. It's like a common Chrome extension. With that, you can help you with like blending colors in one way or the other. So
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
yes, my question. Okay, now of recent, I was trying to work on based on some of the lessons that we have been receiving so far. I was trying to like work on a design agency which was just plainly like text playing around with forms. And while doing my research, I was able to get like some recommended colors like purple and orange. Then I think while you were explaining, you were saying something about primary colors like linking to complementary colors. And I sincerely tried out purple and yellow, and it did not work for me. So I went with
definitely.
purple and orange. Now the bone of contention why I have to bring up such an example is that since we know that okay this color is specific to a particular brand, are we to use the mixture of those colors um, to back up whatever thing that we are doing in one
So
way or
the
the
thing
other,
is,
trying to eradicate like this psychology that you are trying to teach us?
yeah, I understand. The thing is, for some brands, they have primary colors and they have secondary colors, and at times too, possibly they have tertiary colors. So for that primary colors now, that primary colors will be used for almost anything very important on our websites. And also tertiary or secondary colors for all that stuff, maybe a particular icon color. So that's why these brands makes it of this tertiary and secondary color, because to make their interface more user friendly and more intuitive, it tends to go with more and more complicated color palettes. Do you understand? So the thing is, you said you mix a purple and yellow together. I don't think a purple and yellow together can work for the whole will come out.
Okay.
Do you grab? Did I answer your
Yes. Yes.
question?
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because you're welcome. So guys, I'll be expecting your assignments before our next class. As I said earlier, just assume that this task will be your ticket or your path to our next class. Do you understand? So I'll
Okay.
try to get back to everyone as submitted.
I have a request, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can you be able to share the presentation?
Definitely, I'll share it.
Perhaps.
I'll share it on the channel. Share it on the channel.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think someone
Welcome.
said he or she had the last class video. Please, how can we get it?
It's on YouTube. Tell me uploaded it on YouTube. Check YouTube. The video is on YouTube.
Okay, okay.
Just check
And on,
Design Power page on YouTube. Design Power. The video is on YouTube. I'll go through the video. So
Okay, so
deadline for the assignments. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, sir. You said the deadline is gonna be before the next meeting, so probably
Yeah,
on
before our next
Friday.
class. Yes, yeah. Probably
Okay.
on Friday. So
Okay.
guys, take care, guys.
We should
Have fun.
submit,
Thank you so much.
in form of PDF. Huh?
PDF, yes. So take care, guys. Have a nice and
So
lovely
much. Have a
All right.
wonderful
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
thank
much.
you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
week. You too.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you, sir.
Okay,
I
bye-bye.
Thank
appreciate
you,
so much.
sir.
That was a fantastic
Thank
class.
you, sir.